So Max said that those 2 plays you made at the end of the Pitt game, he thinks something clicked with you, that there may have been a little apprehension still with the injury and everything, and you were a different player today, and he traces it back to the end of the Pitt game. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, I say definitely those last 2 plays in the big game really just showed me, stop thinking and play. And from that point on, going into that week's practice, getting ready for this game, I was just keeping my mind right, and just being confident going out there. And I feel like it carried over to the game.
Was it confidence just in playing, or just confidence in knowing that your body's not limited anymore?
I mean, it's just like a mental confidence. Obviously, like when you have like injury stuff like that happen, it's a mental block, and I feel like I'm past that now. I don't feel like there was any health limitations. It was just mental. So I feel like I'm past that now.
Did you feel 100% the first couple games of the season?
Yeah, I felt 100%.
Okay, so this is the mental part. How did it feel get the interception?
I know it felt good. I mean, I got to credit Ced, and I think Don had tipped it after. I know Ced had tipped it for sure, but shout out to those guys for being there and just allowing me to be there.
It's got to be nice to let them talk about the offense, to have the defense do some stuff and get a little glory yourself. Just for the team.
Yes, sir.
How do you explain the pattern of the defense playing better in the second half every week? Is that adjustments, or how do you explain that?
Yeah, I say it's definitely adjustments. Coming into halftime, seeing what they came out the first half, doing what we do out there. That first half, then coming in and really just adjusting to it. And I feel like coming out the second half, we made great adjustments and carried over. We got the win, so that's all that matters.
What was the challenge today in particular with 3 of their top receivers out? I mean, at what point did you realize that, you weren't going to see those guys, Wicks and Thompson?
Really, I mean, we always go into games like faceless opponents. We really don't think about who's out there, who's not out there. So, I mean, our mentality going out there was just play. If they're out there when they're out there, then we're going to play regardless. So, I mean, we just go out there and, like I said, it doesn't matter who the opponent is, just playing and competing.
Did they tell y'all
ahead
this
of time those stories?
Sorry?
When did you first learn that they weren't going to play?
Probably it was before the game, like in the locker room.
But not during practice leading up to it, just today? Okay.
Storm, Cedrick career high 16 tackles, like you said, he kind of gave you the assist there on the pick. How important is he to you guys, your defense, and kind of just being like a consistent leader out there for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, he's huge for our defense. I mean, every time we go out on the field, he tries to give us a talk or something, even in the locker room, like during practice. He's the guy that, gets us going. Him and Powell, those 2 guys are huge contributors for us, and they're leaders. So, I mean, anytime Ced's out there, I know he's going to do his job, and, just happy to play with him.
Obviously, you've been in the program for a while. What's the difference between Cedrick this year and his first few years with UNC?
I feel like the difference with Ced is, I mean, he's always been a dog. I think it's just like the confidence. Like, you've seen him grow year to year, just having more and more confidence. And now it's, I mean, he knows what type of player he is. He knows what he can do, and he's giving other people confidence. Before going out in the field, if someone messes up, he's there to tell them, we're going to the next play. But yeah, Ced's a dude.
What was Chiswick's message at halftime?
Really, we just had to make adjustments and just come out and just keep playing. I feel like we were playing hard. We just had to, limit the run and, just play on the outside.
What were those adjustments
Particularly, just different calls.
After losing 6 times on the road last year, you guys are 5-0 on the road this year. What does that mean?
I know it means a lot, but really, we're not really focusing on those type of things. Really, obviously, our road games this year have been a lot closer. So we know we have to. I mean, either way, road or home game, we have to be ready to battle. So, but the main thing is if it's away or home, we have to play.
Is there an intangible difference that you can point to that why you guys are 5? You're finding ways to win these games now, where a year ago you weren't finding a way to win them, especially on the road.
Yeah, I feel like it goes back to our motto thing we have. It's called passion, accountability, and toughness. And a lot of guys, like when we're out there, it's just like when we're passionate, we try to take accountability for everything that we do, and we just want to play ball. And finishing the games is just something that we talk about every day. You know, fourth quarter, and just coming out and competing, and you know, getting off the field. End of the day, just getting the win.
Storm, what did you see from Noah Taylor today, and like what kind of inspiration or motivation did you guys draw from just him being back here and his season being over and just everything?
Yeah, well, Noah's a great player. This week, after he got the news, he's just been upbeat and positive. So to see that coming from him, you know, it's huge. He's not. If he is down, like no one knows. I mean, he's out there with all of us at every practice, every meeting. You know, still being the guy he was before. So, yes, sir.
All right.
I have one more. Storm, you've been here all 4 years for Coach Brown. So you rode the wave, whatever you want to call it. I mean, what's it feel like to be 8-1 now after some different seasons before that?
And it feels really good. Just knowing like when the work that we put in is it's paying off. But at the same time, we have a few more games to go, and we just want to keep playing ball. And I'm not really looking at the record. Just the main thing is getting to the next week and coming out with a win.
Yeah, good to say that.